Hey, this is Dr. Kevin Morford and Dr. April Morford, and what we're going to walk you guys through real quick here is a nice little workout that really engages a variety of different muscle groups. It's going to challenge the core, and it's a great variety that will achieve some different outputs unless you really get something else out of your workout. We have a tendency always to get into the gym and kind of repeat that same routine over and over again. You get on the treadmill and just pound out those miles. We want change. And this is something that's really going to engage a variety of different areas of your body. And as we go through it, we're going to show you two different exercises that you can do that are going to engage some different muscles, move the body in some different ways, and through that, be able to start really getting the body active and making some change happen within these muscles and get the blood pumping and get the nervous system going and get everything in there moving. So to start with, we each have our weights. We're both going to be doing some light weights today just to give you an idea what we're going to be showing you here. And the first move we're going to do is going to be a squat with a curl and then a shoulder press. So one of the things is, if you have not watched our squat analysis video, please go do that so that you can make sure that you're squatting correctly and you're seeing how your knees are behaving, make sure your torso is straight and all of your body mechanics are in the proper position. So make sure you watch that, and then you can come back, and if you've already watched that, awesome, you're at the right place and we're ready to get in. So with our weights, we're going to pick up our weights here. And the first thing we're going to do is just a very simple squat. So again, we're going to do a combination. We're going to do a squat, then we're going to do a curl, and then we're going to finish with a shoulder press. And I'm going to step back here a little bit so you can see me do the shoulder press here a little bit more. So as we do this, we're just going to start off with a squat. So as a reminder about a squat, just a basic up, down motion. Remember, you're doing those same things. Knees got to be tracking in place. Keep the good body mechanics, biomechanics, everything in line, good posture. After we do our squat, we're going to do a simple curl. So you bring these up, working the bicep muscles, working the front of the shoulder a little bit. And then from this curl position, you're going to push these weights up above your head, doing a shoulder press. Then you bring them back down, weights come to the shoulders, and then you're going to bring those weights back down. And now we're ready to begin again. So we're going to run through this a little bit quicker this time. So we're going to do a nice little squat. We come up, curl, shoulder press, down, and arms down. So in that one move, we're working legs, we're working some back muscle, working gluteal muscles. We're also working biceps, front of the shoulder, and then we're working the lateral and posterior shoulder by doing the shoulder press as well. So we got a lot of activity going on in there. So Dr. April and I, we're going to run through about 3 of these here at more of a regular speed. And you can move them faster, you can slow them down, whatever you're feeling like at any particular time. But we're going to do this just at a pace that fits us.
Yes, but you don't want to swing the weights.
Yeah, don't swing. Everything we're doing here is completely under control. So keep that in mind as you go through this here as well. Okay, are you ready? Mm-hmm. All right. So we're going to start off with our squat. Come up. Nice little curl, and from there, shoulder press down. Bring them back to the side, squat down, curl, shoulder press down. And one more. Good posture, good body mechanics the whole way through. And that's those 3 right there. Excellent workout. You don't need a lot of weight. We're just doing 8 pounds. You can probably already hear I'm a little bit out of breath just from doing that little bit of motion there. So it doesn't take a lot of weight. By the time you do 10, 12 reps of those, you're certainly going to feel it. You're going to feel it everywhere between moving through your legs, coming up in your torso, up in your shoulders, and then your biceps. So great little move to work on there to engage everything. We're going to set these aside. And next we're going to show you another move that's going to engage a little bit more of the chest and then really bring in some of the anterior parts of your hip and also really engage those core muscles. And this is something Dr. April does a lot with yoga classes, and we're going to maneuver it and alter it a little bit to fit more of our kind of quick, fast pace type of exercise here. So I'm going to let you kind of lead us here a little bit as we get initiated and started in this. Yeah, that's good. All right, so we're down in push-up position. You can see she's got her hips up a little bit, so almost like she's mimicking that downward dog activity that we would see in a typical yoga class. And then from this downward dog position, she's going to start moving in ways that are going to challenge that core. It's going to put some pressure and really engage those chest muscles and bring some different activity into it. So you can see this up and back. When she comes down into this plank or push-up position, that really engages the chest, really engages these deep core muscles, the little tiny muscles that sit along the spine. If you can do those two moves, if you can just go from this downward dog into this plank position and you feel really comfortable with it, you can hold it there. You're not going to have shaky arms. You're not going to feel yourself losing balance and control. You can take the next step up that you see Dr. A doing right here. She's taken this to another level by bringing one of those knees right up to the elbow. The moment you take another foot off the ground, really again challenges those core muscles. We're getting a little bit lower into the abdomen, some of those deeper lower abdominal muscles, right where we tend to hold on to a little bit of that gunk that sits in there. And by doing this, really again activates and calls into a lot of attention. You can see another type of motion she's doing here. She's actually bringing the knee across to the opposite elbow. This twisting muscle is now engaging some more of the back muscles. It's engaging your oblique muscles a little bit more. So you're getting big time workout, big time activity, and just this back and forth, up and down, simple move. When you start pairing these two types of moves together between our squat, curl, shoulder press, and then you do something like this, you have engaged a number of different major muscle groups in the body, and you're achieving a lot of change in a very short amount of time. How do you feel after doing that?
Strong.
Strong is perfect. That's exactly what we're going for. So this is Dr. K, this is Dr. A. Just a quick little tip for you there to make sure that you take your workouts, and if they're getting stagnant, if they're getting boring, it's time to bring some change and some fun. These are two simple moves you can do, really going to challenge the body. You'll start to notice some change in there real quick. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.